There he is, John Marston himself. Okay, so while this cutscene is playing, hello everyone and welcome to Red Dead Redemption. My god, I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. This game is so good, I honestly can't decide which one I like better, Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2. Now, the other playthroughs, Skyrim, South Park 6, and Call of Duty 2 are still going on. I wanted to do another playthrough, and I wanted to do a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 1. Simply just because I love this game so much. Like, I love it so much that I honestly can't decide which one I like better. Red Dead Redemption 1 or Red Dead Redemption 2. The things to like and dislike about both games. Let's get started, Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is one of my favorite franchises ever. I just love Red Dead Redemption.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
I was thinking about doing Red Dead Redemption 2 first, since that's...
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Yeah, since Red Dead Redemption 2 is technically first, but I decided let's just start with the first game in the franchise.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
John Marston is basically me when I have to deal with people.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Alright, here we are. John does not look too pleased being here. Frankly, I wouldn't be too pleased either being here, because Armadillo is not that great of a town. Let's go ahead to... Let's go to the saloon. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I honestly love that Rockstar games have a default walking function, so it's like, if you don't hold run, your character just walks. I honestly love that. Sometimes I don't like my character.
Mr. Marston, over here!
Like, sometimes I don't like my characters just running around all the time.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my
From
friends,
State Farm?
but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Yeah, look at Piano Man go right there.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Austin.
Honestly, this game has aged very well in my opinion.
Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
I do honestly think Red Dead Redemption 2 looks better, but this game has aged very well.
Whoa there.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure.
Okay, move so slow,
I
man.
heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Are you planning
Like
on
playing-
spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
I was thinking about doing Red Dead Redemption 2 first, since that's mechanically, like, that happens before Red Dead Redemption 1.
Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Since Red Dead Redemption 2 happens before this game, but I'd say Red Dead Redemption
You ain't
1
very
is...
talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'd say Red Dead Redemption 1 was the first Red Dead
I'll tell
game
you,
that
Mr.
came out.
Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 1 was the first Red Dead Redemption game that came out, so I'd say let's just start with Red Dead Redemption 1.
Easy.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
I honestly don't know if I prefer how John looks in this game or Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I like how he looks in both of them. So I honestly don't know if I like this one better or how he looks in Red Dead 2. Just walk up to the entrance, nice and slow.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you.
I've always liked Bill.
Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh.
Good job, John.
Poor John.
I've always liked Bill Williamson. He's definitely better than the second one compared to this one. Because this one, he's kind of just... He's just kind of villain. He's not really given any character. I honestly wonder why they went to Fort Mercer.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Alright, let's go find Bonnie. Let's go and get Bonnie. Even though I just got shot in the side, I'm good enough to run. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite games of like all time. I honestly don't know which one's better, this game or Red Dead Redemption 2.
Back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
I wish going to the doctor was $15. Like, I wish that was the case.
There's
Like, honestly, I'd rather...
It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Like, I'd rather go back live Wild West if that means paying the doctor $15. But I would also get killed very quickly, so...
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Hey!
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Yeah!
I have no idea why that horse
And
is
here we are,
crazy.
back to the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come
Following
on,
people on
it's the only
horseback in
chance
this
you're
game
gonna
is
get to
great.
rest. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
And you somehow
Mr.
changed
Marston.
clothes.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Not really, John. That's like one of the weakest weapons in the game.
Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
I'm not really a big fan of John's default outfit. Like, it's just not for me.
Right. Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Yep, we'll be just fine. Now, this part right here, I know autolock helps me to get, like, a lot of them,
I don't
so...
believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? That's it. Kill those little vermin. Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. That rabbits didn't stand a chance. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property.
Autolock is really one of the best things ever in
Let's get
video
going.
games.
We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Sometimes it's a pain, but I do love it. Just because of stuff like that.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. That's it! Damn coyotes! Hurry! I bet they're going straight for the chicken coop.
Let's go.
Come on, boys! That coyote won't be fast. Good shooting, Mr. Marston.
There we go.
Looks like
I'm trying not to go
those
too fast.
coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Like, I'm trying not to, like, move too fast on the horse. Just because I have to
You know,
follow
you
her
can
this entire
actually
mission.
handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
And the whole time I'm trying not to, like, go too fast.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Especially following characters on horseback is... they move extremely slow.
A beautiful wife is no guarantee of full male potency.
You guys heard that, right? I hope I wasn't the only one that heard that dude say that. Yeah, I got Deadeye level 1. Just going to save. Alright, there we go. We got some honor. Alright, well that's going to be all for this episode. And next time, we are going to go head to Bonnie and just do more quests for her. So, see you all then. Man, I'm excited for this playthrough.